I think something's playing there. Woo! Oh yeah, hi there, hello. So listen, I've come to a realization, and it's not a happy realization. It's not like, hey, there's a $20 bill in these jeans that are so old that I still used cash last time I wore them. No, this realization's a sad one that all millennials have to come to at a certain point, I guess. I don't think I'm getting an owl inviting me to Hogwarts. I think if it was gonna happen, it would have happened by now. It probably would have happened when I was 12 years old and actually had Harry Potter glasses that I legitimately wore on a day-to-day basis. And Hogwarts was my safety school. I really wanted to go to Beauxbaton. But I've come to another realization that all millennials have to come to at a certain point. In life, you need to take matters into your own hands. Oh, and another one actually, a lot of the 90s stuff we love wasn't actually that great. Our brains just weren't developed enough to realize it at the time. That has nothing to do with anything, just something to think about. But in regards to the wizarding thing, so what if the top wizarding schools don't want me? This is 2026 and we have the internet, and although it's getting worse by the day, there's still lots of stuff you can learn on here. We can argue all day about whether or not Hogwarts exists and whether grown men like me should want to go there. What is inarguable is that there are plenty of online courses on becoming a witch or wizard. I don't have to get on a secret train at all. In fact, I won't be running into any brick walls probably. There's one called Magical Practices, Foundations for the Modern Witch. That sounds foundational. There's Biblical Wizards Power Principles You Can Activate 101. I gotta say, I think millennials would be way more into religion if they knew about all the wizards in the Bible. They should advertise that more. Stay out of religion! The wizard course I have chosen to take, however, is called How to Be Your Own Wizard or Witch and Reclaim Your Magic. Where did my magic go and who do I need to reclaim it from? I don't know. I haven't taken the course yet. Okay, let's get started with the intro video. Holy guacamole. Just a little intro animation and the lessons are already beginning. Look at the size of that Dreams Time watermark on the pixelated background photo. Lesson learned, wizards don't pay for stock photos and they do not care about resolution.
Hi. Welcome to this course.
What? The teacher's dressed like a wizard. That's already a good sign. He is already way ahead of quote-unquote real school. Back when I was in high school, none of the science teachers dressed up as real scientists. They dressed up like exhausted middle-aged divorced or soon-to-be divorced men and women. Not as fun or as relevant to the subject matter. Do better, science teachers. Also, when this guy talks, he moves his hands the way I suspect a wizard would, so this is already quite promising. Anyway, first lecture, intro lecture, let's find out what we're gonna learn.
First thing I want to really want to focus on is alchemy, the alchemical process.
Alchemy, that's great. I'd love to make gold out of lead. I've got so much lead lying around, it's really starting to affect my brain function. And what's worse, it's really starting to affect my brain function.
And in order to do this, we need to use a lot of fire, really get a lot of fire generated.
Yep, I like the sound of that. I love fire. I love starting fires.
We'll talk about many different altered states where you can actually go into different levels of reality and actually begin to commune with different beings, with the dragons, with the fairy, with the elves.
Also sounds great. I am very into talking with dragons and fairies. A guy down my street is a dragon, I'm pretty sure. That's gonna be so great communing with him in his native tongue. Don't really care to commune with elves though. I'm an open-minded guy, but I'm bigoted against elves. At least I'm honest about it. I don't trust them. One of the other early videos in this course is called What is Magic, which I feel like I should know now that I'm training as a wizard. They probably cover that at Hogwarts too, you know, in the first year. I mean, I can only assume because again, those f***ing motherfuckers didn't let me in. I apologize for that little outburst. That wasn't very wizard-like of me. Or maybe it was. We'll see if the course has anything about cursing wildly.
Hi, welcome to this video.
Oh, there you go. More information about wizards we're learning right off the bat. You don't just wear a full wizard outfit all the time. They're for formal events like weddings or bar mitzvahs or intro videos to online courses you've made in the forest. Another one of the video lessons is about having a magic wand or a staff. And I imagine if you employ a bunch of wizards, then you'd want some wands for your staff, or maybe staffs. That's a great option too.
So as a wizard or a witch, what's the one thing you always need? Every mystic always had the magic wand or staff. Look at Harry Potter. What makes him a wizard is his magic wand. Look at Gandalf or Merlin. Apart from his outfit is his magical staff.
He brings up a good point. You know, without their staffs, Gandalf and Merlin just look like old dudes wandering around the old folks' home in hospital gowns. With cool hats, though. You can't take that away from them, or they'll... Well, no, they can't beat you. They don't have staffs. You could take their hats. You could probably get away with it. So this teacher goes on to explain that a wand is basically a thing that is helpful for focusing your attention and energy into a single point, which makes sense. I never thought of wands that way. That's... The magic comes from within, but then I guess you focus it on a thing and then it goes. Avada Kedavra or whatever. That all makes sense to me now, but what if it's filthy?
I just want to speak a little bit about cleansing your magical objects, your ritual objects.
There we go, cleansing your magic wand, because what if it's all gunked up? Who knows where I'm gonna be sticking my wand?
Before you actually charge up that ritual object to use magically, you want to cleanse it first. There are many ways you can cleanse. I recommend using the elements. So water is a very good one.
Learning some more stuff. Water is good for cleaning. I feel like I knew that already, but this is a good reminder for all of us, I suppose. After all, without water, your shower would just be a small, dry room that you stand around naked in sometimes. You smell terrible, son.
Don't forget that you can use the earth as well. Something like salt or rice absorbs negative energies.
That is true about the negative energies. One time I left my phone in some rice overnight because I had dropped it in water, and when I took it out, not only was my phone dry, but the rice had uninstalled Twitter from it. Cheers. Now, as excited as I am about wet wands and staffs, this lesson takes a kind of depressing turn, because then he starts talking about the actual magic wands inside us all.
So in relation to the magic wand or the magic staff, this is your spine. Your spine is the key to manifestation.
That's terrible news. I'm in my 30s. My magic wand sucks now. I got magic wand pain all day, every day. When I work, my posture's so bad that I have to go see a magic wand doctor, and he was like, here are some little magic wand exercises you can do at home every day to feel better, and I did none of them. So that's a little discouraging. And then also, to use my spine wand, the teacher is also now telling me I gotta do stuff, like a whole lot of stuff that I'm not even sure I'm able to do.
So you need to find a way of generating fire in the belly, activating that dragon at the base of the spine, and then bringing it up through the chakras.
Well, look, I certainly don't know about the other two things, but fire in the belly, that one should be a pretty easy fix. Dear Sean Evans, please invite me as a guest on Hot Ones as soon as you can. I promise it will be magical. Winky face. Send. You know what? That winky face might have come across as creepy. He doesn't know I'm taking a wizard class. Dear Sean Evans, I apologize for the last email. A wizard told me to do it. I'll be seeing you soon. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Okay, that should do it. While we wait for Sean Evans to get back to me, let's move on to another lesson. This one is about cauldrons, which for sure, yeah, that's a wizardy thing to have. You make little potions in those. I've heard of those. Let's move on to that.
Sex is life, so we want to reclaim our sexual energy fully. Really open up into our lower spine and really get to a point where we can feel that sexual energy in our body.
That's not what I want to use cauldrons for. Let's move on from that lesson. I don't want to do that one anymore.
Life is kind of like a game. Because it's a game and kind of like a dream, we want to take charge and take our power back and really begin to weave. That's it. The jungle is getting excited.
Right, okay. This part of the course is taught by screaming bugs, so I feel like I could skip it too. I don't speak bug, but maybe I will soon, because this course has another lesson on telepathy.
I do believe that our ancestors did have the ability to tune in and communicate with animals.
This is maybe a hot take, but I'm of the opinion that this wouldn't be that cool. Hi, dog. Food, food, food. Chase intruders. Don't die, don't die. Okay. Hi, horse. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Stand up while sleeping. Don't die, don't die. All right, fantastic. Hi, cat. I love you. Oh, yeah, I bet you were expecting something about cats being mean and uncaring, huh? Honestly, yeah, I was. Well, that's a very harmful stereotype, Ryan. You're right. I apologize, cat. Good. 'Cause I'll kill you. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to be doing that. But what I am interested in is some good old human-to-human telepathy. That one could be very interesting, because then you can know what people are thinking, maybe, and you could be like, do they think this shirt looks good, or were they just saying that to be nice? Also, you could get their banking information. Okay, this lesson comes with an exercise you can practice with somebody.
One of you will think of a color and you'll send it to that other person. So you're really, really focusing on that intense sending.
Perfect. Okay, let's try that out. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, Ryan?
Think of a color and really focus on that intense sending, please.
Got it.
I'm getting seahorse.
My favorite color.
Like the color of a seahorse? Seahorses change color, Jeff.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jeff's playing mind games, I think, and I don't care for it. Listen, you know what? Unfortunately, between my messed up magic wand spine and my lack of a desire to a cauldron, I'm starting to think that maybe wizardry is not gonna be my thing. I do appreciate the teacher, Mark Keene's energy. He seems like a very nice and positive guy, and I'm glad I tried the class. I just think I'm realizing, you know, maybe it's time to move on from some of the more fantastical dreams of my youth, you know? Maybe come to terms with the fact that, you know, they're probably not gonna happen. And that's okay. That's okay. Besides, I still might get superpowers, and then I won't even have time for wizard stuff because I'll be like fighting crime and stuff. Blasting lasers from my eyes, flying around. That's still in the cards for sure, baby. I'm gonna go roll in some toxic waste and hope for the best. Bye, everyone. Bing! Hey, Disembodied Head here. Thanks for watching that video. If you want more stuff, you can subscribe to the channel or join us over on Patreon, where nothing weird is happening at all. I'm a disembodied head, so you can trust me. You can trust me.